The Swift has been updated for 2021, and of all the things, people are really talking about the increase in power, 7 bhp to be precise. Now that's a fair gain, but the prices have been shot up as well. So does it still have the charm and appeal of the fun to drive Swift that we know it as? I'll let the car do the talking. Now globally, hot hatches might have a slightly different terminology, but it was the Swift that introduced a slight hint of that concept back in 2005. The car has definitely grown softer since then, aiming to appeal to a larger audience and aiming to set those phenomenal sales figures. And somewhere down the line, we have all complained about how the Swift has lost its original character. But for the typical buyer, for the average consumer, it makes a lot of sense. It definitely gets the looks, there is performance on offer, there is practicality, there is space, and it is definitely backed by that extensive dealer network of Maruti Suzuki. There's a lot going for the Swift, and that is one reason why it sells so good. Now the competition has definitely picked up, or should I say the competition is currently leading with those turbochargers being strapped on to the engine. They offer better performance, they are quicker off the line, and they are rather fun. But is it what the customer really wants? Now turbocharging uses forced induction to extract all those ponies from the engine, even if it's a small engine. The result though is reduced fuel economy. In fact, the harder you drive, the more frequent your fuel stops are going to be. Maruti though has used a slightly different approach to extract more performance from that same engine. The engine is heavily reworked and it's being termed as a dual jet. As the name suggests, there are 2 injectors being used per cylinder to extract 7 bhp more. That is definitely quite substantial gain, bringing the power close to 90 PS. Now, it's just not the performance that has gone up. In fact, the claimed ARAI figures for the fuel economy have shot up by 2 kmpl, and that, in today's day and age, is quite a good increase. It is then all smiles from the updated Maruti Swift. You have increase in power and you also have increase in fuel economy. What else would an average Indian customer want? What's more, you don't have to deal with those vibrations from the 3 cylinders that the competition uses. Now this is a proper engine, a 4-cylinder engine under the hood, and yes, the refinement levels have gone up. It's super refined, it's buttery smooth, and this is what an engine should be like. In fact, at times, you hardly can tell if it's switched on or not, and that levels of performance is something to crave about. Now this is what you call an engine. It's a proper driver's delight. It's happy to be revved, it's happy to be played around with, and making things better is this AGS transmission. Now, I did have time to sample the 5-speed manual as well, and that is definitely more playful, but this is better suited to the city because you also have a manual mode which helps you hold the revs all the way up to the 6000 RPM mark so that you can extract all the performance from the engine. There is ample amounts of performance on offer. Low end, mid end, top end, the engine just doesn't stop going on all the way up to the 6000 RPM mark. It is progressive, yes, but in no time you are doing some crazy speeds, and that is what adds to the liveliness of this Swift. It was a good car to begin with. The previous engine was a little underwhelming, but this just adds a fresh breath of performance, and that I think is what the car deserved the most. This is good. That engine just keeps you smiling, it keeps you entertained. Good job, Maruti. This is quite an entertaining car now. Woo! Now, apart from the engine, what you get is Maruti's Smart Play suite for the infotainment system, a colored 4-inch MID instrument cluster, cruise control, yep, something that even Maruti's premium hatchback, the Baleno, does not get. There's also hill hold assist and ESP on the automatic variants. And if you are one of those customers who doesn't directly head to the accessory shop after taking delivery of the car, you'll also notice the new upholstery. Now the changes to the exterior of the Swift are limited, but I'll still name them for you. The grille is newer, it's now bigger, and there is this chrome strip running across it to add to the premium effect. Additionally, you now get dual-tone colors which us Indians just adore. In fact, with the Swift, you get a few customizable options as well. Now, those were the changes on the 2021 Swift. Very apt, very relevant, and very much needed in today's day and time. It's still a fun-to-drive car, very practical, it's certainly good-looking, and it's a breeze to live with, especially if majority of your commute is confined within the city. If you're wanting something more from the Swift, do write into Maruti to bring the Swift Sport to India. I'm going to do just that. Also, be a little generous, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel so that you never miss an update. I'll see you around.